breaking news from News Channel 3.
Hello, I'm Scott Hennessy. We are interrupting programming to bring you breaking news. Forward progress has been stopped and evacuations have been lifted in the Loma Fire, which broke out on TV Hill just before 9 o'clock tonight and threatened our television station, as well as about 50 homes and commercial buildings up here on Miramonte Drive and in the area down below. We have team coverage we continue to bring you throughout the night. We're going to first go to Blake Devine down on the scene for us with news of a person of interest. Blake.
Scott, I'm over here on West Ortega Street where there is a heavy police presence in place. I spotted multiple police cars and this entire street is closed off, and what we can confirm is a suspect of interest has been taken in custody, and this happened. We're going to take a little walk and talk. It is a little dark in this area, I will warn you, but the person of custody was taken from upside this hill. You may see we're over here on the west side below Loma Alta, and this is below again TV Hill where the blaze burned this earlier this evening. But you can see some flashlights kind of in the distance, and we spotted multiple police officers. We also spotted some fire risk prevention staff, also known as arson investigators. They were all around this area, and a few of them are still there with flashlights searching around what was believed to be a homeless encampment. And this is also right where the wind-whipped Loma Fire took off from around this evening and burned an estimated 20 acres. So what we can tell you is that we saw one person get apprehended. Right now, it seems like they're still searching for evidence, but it does not seem like they are searching for another individual who may have been residing in this homeless encampment. But obviously, we're going to find out a lot more throughout the evening, but that's all we have here for now on the west side. Reporting live in Santa Barbara this evening, I'm News Channel reporter Blake Devine. Scott, back to you.
Blake, thank you for that developing news. We want to go now to senior reporter John PALMINTERI with more. John.
So we're here in the area of Loma Alta, just below the TV station. The good news is the forward progress has been stopped. Firefighters have surrounded this fire. The active flames are no longer visible, and a lot of hand crews are going to be here all night to make sure all the hot spots are out, because there's still wind blowing in this area and this could flare up at any time. Let's take a look at what we can see from this spot here. We have a few remaining fire engines, but as we look up on the hill, you see some lights on top of helmets up there going along, dotting the skyline there just between here and the building, which is the TV station. And it was a 20-acre fire that spread from the lower part of this hill in an area that's still under investigation by the fire investigators from Santa Barbara City, and regional agencies will no doubt be coming in as well to assist. The mutual aid here was incredible. They called for as many structure protection engines as they could get this evening when this fire broke out and started roaring up this hill, bending towards Lower Miramonte, Cornell Street, Isleta Street, and other areas. And a finger of it started heading up towards the TV station as well. The winds were very erratic and strong this afternoon, with gusts over 20 miles an hour in this area, if not stronger. And it was just a terrible night for a fire to break out in this area. Now, we still see a lot of areas that are smoldering. They've been sprayed. There's still rocks and debris coming down. And in some areas, I might as well walk over here a little bit and take a look. We have been seeing some of the evidence that there might have been encampments around here. And within this rubble in here, every now and then you do see something like cans. There might be one right there. And cooking pots. We've seen cups. We've seen a variety of things in here that look like there might have been an encampment. And a week and a half ago, there was a fire in this area. You might recall a week ago, Saturday morning, there was a vegetation fire that was put out here as well. So all this continues to smolder, and all this came falling down. There's been a lot of rock and dirt coming down from here, and there's some active flame up there. But of course, it's within the boundaries of this fire. And you can see they're going to have to go through here with those hand crews and the chainsaws, make sure the line's cut. They've got hose line up there all over, and then they'll walk over this entire area and spray down all the hot spots. Of course, in the morning, they'll map it and get a more accurate size of this. It was at 20 acres. Firefighters are going to stay here throughout the night. Investigators are going to continue to look for the cause and try and assure the residents that this fire is done and out. But it could be some time before all the hot spots are completely out, and that's when they call it controlled. Right now, it appears to be contain. That's the very latest in what they call the Loma Fire, because I'm on Loma Alta. They take one word and name it on the fire, so it's the Loma Fire, but we call it TV Hill, and we're very, very, very happy that it diverted away from the TV station so we can give you this broadcast tonight, this morning. Reporting live from Loma Alta, I'm John PALMINTERI, News Channel reporter.
John, thank you so much. It was a very close call for us here at the television station, as well as for homeowners in this residential neighborhood where we are. 50 homes and commercial structures were threatened at the height of this fire. One of them took some damage. Some embers got into a home, into the kitchen, and we are told there is some damage in that kitchen. We were outside, forced out of our station. Kelsey Gerkins, our chief meteorologist, and I did our broadcast from outside in the 10 o'clock hour. Kelsey, at that time, the wind was really blowing. How are things looking now?
The wind was extremely gusty. We were seeing those gusts get up to 50 miles per hour in the city of Santa Barbara. At this time, really positive news when it comes to those wind speeds. And you saw that in Blake and John's live shot there in Santa Barbara where this fire is burning. We're seeing really calm conditions when it comes to the wind. So really positive news here. When we're not seeing this area highlighted, that means we're staying in the single digits when it comes to those wind speeds. We can actually check on in where this fire is. And you can see lots of single digits there. So nice to see that at this hour, because it was a different story at 9 o'clock tonight, extending really past 10 o'clock tonight. But there is still a chance we'll see wind gusts pick out throughout the overnight hours. Wind advisory is in place for the Santa Barbara South Coast, Santa Barbara County Mountains until we get to 6 a.m. on Friday. Again, the gustiest conditions take place just after the sun sets. That's how these winds get the nickname of sundowners. So that's what we saw when this fire quickly roared up the foothills. Now, as we go into tonight, we still have a chance of seeing those double-digit wind speeds all throughout the overnight hours. Once we get into those early morning hours of Friday, daybreak will actually be when things start to improve. It gets a little bit calmer, but Friday is another windy day. Not quite as windy as today, Scott, but I am expecting to see those winds continue and get gusty as we head into the afternoon. Another afternoon, evening of wind advisories is possible. Positive news, though, when it comes to fire, there's three components we look at when it comes to the weather: wind, relative humidity, and temperatures. The relative humidity has been in the 70% range, and when it comes to the temperatures, we've been in the 50s, so at least two positive things there. Back over to you.
Kelsey, thank you very much. We don't like to make ourselves part of the story, but the news came to us today. We are very grateful for the firefighters who came out to get this fire under control, and just feel very fortunate right now. We will continue to update our mobile app and website with the latest information on the Loma Fire. That's at KEYT.com. Be well, everyone. Good night.
Stay with your news channel for breaking news updates on air and on all your devices.